Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. 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 Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Check, check. Hello, hello, hello. Do you hear me? Check, 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 check. Check, check. Check, check. Check. Hello. Check, 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 check. So, not the best. Check, 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 check. This is me. Yeah, it's not up yet. I'll give you the signal.
That sounds good. Cool.
Here's Phil Babb's glove, back at it again. Max Lerman on the draw, can't win it, but it does get to the Buffaloes. That's Robinson with a shot, and it's wide. Sooners want to go quickly. Here's Laura down the left wing. Fires a shot, saved by Cerullo. Sooners can't get the rebound, and they'll battle for it in the corner. Sooners win it. That's number 91, Trevor Finch, excuse me. Sooners lose the puck. Buffs. Sooners goaltender wanted an ice, but that was no icing. Oklahoma tries to break it out. No dice there, so that goes back to the Buffs. Here's Matt Adams down the left. Do you think it's better to say near side? What? Do you think it's better to say near side or like left?
Near, well, from our perspective, left or near us, and on the boards, near boards.
Yeah, so
And the camera
if
too.
Oklahoma's going down this way, it's the right side.
Yes.
But you can also both say near side. That's how Jake and them do it. I don't know. I don't know which one I like better, near side or picking the side for them, because it's the left winger that has the puck.
Well, the camera could be like on the right side. Like on the right side
Yeah.
they go.
So I'll just say near and far.
Okay.
That's how they did it.
That's interesting.
Number 21, Kyle Patava will take over. Moves it to the backhand, tries to get in front. No one there. Ray Gregory and David Mitchell in front of the net. David Mitchell gets in the corner, passes up to Adams. Adams fires a shot that tips off a Sooner and goes wide. Now Gregory with the puck. Gregory trying to find someone. Finds Mitchell with the shot, just over the net. The Sooners will gather. That'll be blown down for a hand pass, and we'll have a face-off outside the zone with 13:39 left in the first period.
He's had a lot of possessions and trying to get the puck moving, but it's just not been quite clicking at this moment. And, they've had the chances, they've had about a few of these possessions in the zone, and they just haven't quite gotten those strings of passes together.
I'm not sure if we're sharing the mic yet or what.
Okay.
I think if we're sharing, it's all right, because
Okay.
we're close. I have to
Yeah,
go like this.
Yeah.
We just lean in. Go Kinsella. Daniel Steele got the loses in the neutral zone, and the Sooners will take it. Jumping in this zone and go for a line change. Josh Broussard, the only one there to forecheck.
Those the directors up there of the team?
Most of them, I think, are just the scratches.
Oh, they're scratches.
The one on the right, might be a parent or something. I don't know. I think the other four are scratches.
Well, we had our little booth in there,
Yeah.
right down to that center window.
Yeah.
That'd be clutch.
You could see well we could do that. I don't know. It's just always been done right here. Ryan McAuliffe gets kicked out of the draw, so Christopher Doyle will have to take it. Chris doesn't win at Oklahoma. Has it in the corner, gives it up to McAuliffe. The Buffs will try to get out of the zone, but can't. Puck goes out of the play, and the faceoff will stay in the zone. Break here for the Buffaloes. Got their fourth line out there now. Brendan Hansen will draw with Nathaniel Cepeda and Kyle Cagnani. Cagnani on the forecheck. Can't get it. So that'll be the Sooners puck. Here they come on a rush. The 1400 lane fires a shot just over the net. Come all the way back out of the zone.
High, low, to his right.
So the Sooners will win it, but they can't handle the Buffs forecheck for now. They're trying to get it out of their zone, and they finally do, but can't gather it in the neutral zone, and that'll go back to Ben Hall. Ben Hall fires one off the glass. And that is blown down for offsides. Carter on the draw, wins it back to Ben Hall. Ben Hall back off the boards to Carter. Carter will dump it in. Carter goes in on the forecheck. Can't quite get it there. The Sooners will bring it out. Beam tries to find his teammate. Can't do it, and the Buffs will take over. Here's Ben Hall with the puck now. Brings it up over the red line. Tries to dump it in, but whiffs, and that'll go back to the Sooners. Here's Beam on the near side. Fires a slap shot right into the stomach of Jake Cerullo. I'll tweet it out.
Here we go. Draw one by Oklahoma in the far side. Draw one by Oklahoma. Possession behind the net. Marcosse trying to get to the puck. Finch trying to keep it on side and in zone, but it just comes out. And he'll dump it back in. Cancelo will regain possession. See you now with the puck. Now to Gregory, who crosses the line. Taken away by number 17 of the Sooners. Coming on the left side. Shot for number 26. No good. Rebound. Score! Rebound right off of Cerullo's pads. And just like that, the Sooners are up 1-0.
Yeah, the Buffaloes have dominated most of this game, but Oklahoma starts to get their opportunities later here in the first period, and they go up 1-0. That's what will happen to you in hockey sometimes.
Yep. Oh man, I saw your goal.
So welcome in to Buff Sports Live tonight. We're featuring a matchup between the number 8 Colorado Buffaloes against the Oklahoma Sooners. Oklahoma Sooners are 5-0-1. The Buffs 1-4 after losing a close one last night to Central Oklahoma. The Sooners beat CSU last night, so a little bit of a tale of two sides right now. But the Buffaloes got off to a great start in this first period, just couldn't find the back of the net.
Yeah, in the first minute, Oklahoma was pressing with their forecheck in their first line, and then the Buffs seemed to gain their ground and get some pucks in Oklahoma zone, and now Oklahoma had a nice lucky bounce for them, and right off the pad of Cerullo to the left, and a nice tuck away from the forward there. So 1-0 Sooners, and I tell you what, Colorado are going to probably be motivated by how this game has gone.
So CU just dumped one down for an icing. This will be Ryan McAuliffe taking the draw against Josh Pusar. McAuliffe wins it. Back to Ben Jacoby, who rings it around the boards up to Sullivan, and Sullivan will dump it in. Christopher Doyle there to chase. Sooners try to send a behind the back pass, no one there. Jacoby holds it in the zone, fires a shot just wide. That'll come all the way around for Brett Robinson. Brett Robinson will start things over for the Buffs. Can't find anyone there. And the Sooners will dump it in and go in for a line change. So both teams change here with 8:33 left in the first period. And that one's blown down for an offside. So we haven't talked about him much, but Phil Babb, the goaltender for the Oklahoma Sooners, has been very solid so far, and very solid in his first 2 games with a 1.5 goals against average and a .962 save percentage, and has already looked good early.
Yeah, totally. He's had some shots he had to deal with earlier in this first period. Up at his head, which really annoys a lot of goaltenders these days, and to the left, right, and low. So he's held his own tonight so far.
Brendan Hansen, Kyle Cagnani, Nathaniel Cepeda out there for the Buffaloes. Matt Adams and Ben Hull are the defensemen. Puck went out of play, so we'll have a face-off in the CU zone. It's Brendan Hansen taking the draw up against number 91, Trevor Finch. And that's Finch with the puck, backhander. Saved by Cerullo. They try to get the rebound. Saved by Cerullo. And that will be covered up by Cerullo. Wow, what a chance for the Sooners.
I can't believe he's standing on his head right now. My goodness, Cerullo. Left, right, and just on his head, like I said earlier. And he just had to spread his arms wide and also his legs. I mean, that was just absolute acrobatic stuff from Cerullo. Amazing stuff.
That puck bounced just about everywhere besides into the back of the net. And finally, Cerullo was able to get his handles on it. Buffs will get a change while they can here. I don't think they like that matchup against one of Oklahoma's top lines. So they got their first line out there now. Luke Carter, Trace Jablin, Max Lerman. Joe Kinsella will try to start things for the Buffs. Up to Carter. Carter over to Lerman. Here's Lerman on the near side. Finds his teammate Carter. Carter with the backhander in front. No one there, and the Sooners will get that and try to break out. Carter with a big hit behind the net on the forecheck, but the Sooners will keep the puck. That was number 81, Ray Wilson, with the shot on Cerullo.
Yeah, and that's the kind of energy the Buffs really need, and they're trying to kind of exert after conceding that first goal. That's what the coach would really love to see.
David Mitchell taking the draw here up against number 18, Clayton Brown. The Brown brothers are the top line for the Sooners. That's Clayton Brown and Cameron Brown playing with Michael Beam. So the Buffs dump it in, and the Sooners will have to start on the breakout. Patava goes in hard on the forecheck. The Sooners really can't handle the Buffalo's forecheck. That's Patava again. Tries to find someone up the middle. Gregory gets it up top. No dice on the shot. So Ben Jacoby breaks his stick. Shot from the point, and that ruined Buff's offensive possession. Giamana now for the Sooners. Dumps it in, and that'll be smothered by Jake Cerullo.
That previous slap shot by Jacoby, man, that was really tried to go hard at it and obviously hit the ice first and broke his stick. That could have really been a cracker of a shot had he really connected with that one.
So 6:25 left in the first period. Ryan McAuliffe taking the draw for the Buffaloes up against Luke White for the Sooners. McAuliffe wins it back to Adams, but he's pressed hard and lose it, and now they'll battle in the corner. Ben Hull will get it out of the corner and try to find a teammate. Can't find Doyle there, and that'll go back to the Sooners. Now here's Adams over the blue line. Fires a shot wide, fires another shot, goal! Matt Adams follows up his own shot off the boards and puts it upstairs to even this game at 1.
Yeah, total great effort by Matt Adams to score on that rebound off the boards, man. That was absolutely terrific.
Just a fantastic effort there to follow up your shot. You don't see many defensemen willing to get all the way down there.
Well, people don't know how difficult that really is.
Joe Kinsella will gather things and try to start over for the Buffs. Got some swinging man to his left. Gives it up to Trace Jablin, who will take it over the blue line. Dumps it in the corner for Carter. Carter over to Lehrman. Lehrman now down low up top to Kinsella. Kinsella back down to Lehrman. Lehrman on the half board up to Kinsella. Kinsella fires a shot and it's blocked by a Sooner. Now Callian up top, down to Jablin. Jablin from the half wall. Feeds it down to Carter. Carter behind the net over to Lehrman. They'll go to the other side now. Up to Kinsella, fires a shot, and it's blocked again. That's Trevor Finch with 2 big block shots there on the penalty kill.
Yeah, those are some big blocks, and the first one was taken by Luke White there. That was right in the chest off the slap shot, and then Finch was able to get it off his legs. Terrific kill so far in this first minute 20.
So the Buffs go in for a line change and get it back into the zone. That's David Mitchell with it in the corner now. Mitchell up to Holo, who gives it up to Adams. Adams over to Patava. Patava with it now. Over to Mitchell, who gives it up top to Adams. Adams will go to the center, give it up to Patava. Patava tries to find a lane, nothing there. And that'll end up in the corner to Adams. Adams brings it up top. Over to Holo, who fires a shot and it's blocked. That's Cameron Brown with the block for the Sooners. Down to Patava. Patava goes all the way up to Adams because the Sooners penalty had just ended. Full strength Sooners. It was a smart move by Patava to not not lose the puck right where the Sooner was getting out of the box.
Four Sooners there in that penalty kill were positioned very well defensively, blocking 3 big shots that could have gone anywhere, really.
The Sooners dump it in here. Cerullo will go and stop it, but it rings all the way around and up into the netting. And that'll be blown dead. Most likely a face-off outside of the zone with the Sooner having dumped that puck in. And that's where it'll be with referee Seth Mukai points to that out of the zone. Your referees tonight are Chris Shook and two guys that commonly ref CU Boulder ACHA games. Whether it's women's D2 or D1, they're just about always here. So Ryan McAuliffe will take the draw for the Buffaloes to win it, but that'll head back to Sooner, who starts it in their own zone. Here's Laura now on the near side. Dangles through, fires a backhander, and that'll be covered by Cerullo.
My God. Great moves there on the part of
Aaron Lara.
On the part of Aaron Lara, man, coming from the right.
Now gets it up to Lehrman. Lehrman will try to go off the boards. No dice there, and the Sooners keep it in. Carter now over to Kinsella. Kinsella tries to find Lehrman, just misses him, and that'll go all the way down. Nope, and it is waved off, so Lehrman will battle for it in the corner. And Jablin comes out of it. Jablin into the slot. Finds Kinsella, who fires a shot, and it's saved by Babb. So that'll come all the way down to Cerullo, who tries to ring it around the boards. Turnover. Makes the move, and another great save by Cerullo. Oh.
It's almost like we've got a battle going on between Cerullo and Babb. Babb earlier was making some great saves, and now this second half of this period has all been to Cerullo in terms of making key saves.
So just 42 seconds left here in the first period. Callian will dump it in. Buffs go in for a line change. David Mitchell is down there on the forecheck. Can't quite get it. Here come the Sooners. O'Day will battle with Callian in the corner. O'Day's still with the puck. Gives it up to his teammate, Brown. And someone's going to go for what looked like a high stick. Yep. So that's going to be Silas Callian. He's going to have to sit for 2 minutes. Well, really, he's going to sit for 16 seconds and then go back for another minute 44 in the second period for a high stick. Just got up into the face mask, which is an easy call.
Yeah, pretty clear. Right behind the net, almost everyone in this arena could see it.
So Mitchell is out there on the penalty kill with Adams, Hull, and Patava as well. Mitchell wins it back to Hull. And that's where Hull will ice it all the way down. With 8 seconds left, see if the Sooners have enough time. 5 seconds left now. Here's Wilson, fires a shot just wide. And that will do it for the first period. So a lot of action in the first period. Back and forth hockey game. The score seems just about right, and a lot of good goaltending.
Totally. That was a very fun period to watch. You know, it's interesting with college hockey. You know, you're getting a very pure game. You know, anything can really happen. And, you know, when you think a team's dominating like the Buffs did for the first 8 minutes, and then the Sooners getting a goal like that right off the pads on a rebound, you know, anything can really happen.
So that'll do it for the first period. We will see you guys again in approximately 15 minutes for the second. Stay tuned. And we are back for the second period, so very even second period. We discussed that a little bit. It was 10-9 shots in favor of Oklahoma, so very even first period. Buffs are going to start on the penalty kill. There's nothing up on the board, but we do know that Silas Callion had a penalty there with 16 seconds left, if my memory serves correct.
Yeah, Oklahoma liked to start this period just like the way they started this game, right on the forecheck and on the power play and in control.
So the Buffs win the face-off, but they send it right back to the Sooners, and they will go back to get started. That's Bossy with the dump in. Sooners get it on the forecheck. Up to Bossy. Bossy over to Lara. Lara down to Joy, excuse me. And Joy has it in the corner. Spins it around to Adams and finds Lara. Lara over here on the near side. Up to Bossy, who can't get it, but that goes over to Joy. Joy fires a shot saved by Cerullo. Back up to Bossy. Bossy over to Lara. Back to Bossy. It's Ray Wilson with the puck now. Tries to find somebody but can't, and now go back to the Buffaloes, who ice it all the way down, and will get a line change. So Bossy starts things over for the Sooners. Finds Beam, and that's tipped all the way back down. Buffs try to clear, and the Sooners are going to be whistled down for too many men.
That was a bad timing there to get too many men because they kept that puck in the zone, and it looked like they were about to set up another power play chance.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be whistled down for offsides, but it didn't look like offsides. That's why I was wondering, and then we got the too many men signal.
Yeah, that looked nowhere near offside. If I was curious as to why the whistle blew his ref, I was going to be questioned as to why that was offside, but too many men.
Too many men, so we will have 4-on-4 here for about 32 seconds with 18:48 left in the second period. Buffs had a lot of 4-on-4 last night. Didn't really capitalize on it, but they are used to this situation. So Sooners win the draw, and they'll skate it out. That's Volo. Volo dangles it around Jacobi, and Jacobi lays a big hit on him behind the net. But the Sooners get it. The Sooners bring it back over the zone, and he'll be stopped by Brett Robinson, and the Buffaloes will take over. That's Jacobi with the puck now. Big stretch pass. Oh, and a beautiful glove save there by Phil Babb. Number 21, Kyle Patava, was all alone with the goaltender, and Babb just robbed him.
What a clutch glove save by Phil Babb right there. Totally, you can see why that 1.5 goals against average is really coming to life and onto his play right now.
So Buffs win the draw up to Kinsella. Kinsella down to Jablin. Jablin fires a shot. That's saved and kicked to the corner by Babb. Back up to Callion, over to Kinsella. Kinsella finds Jablin, who just tips it wide. Buffs get it again. Kinsella up top. Kinsella skates down, tries to find one of his teammates. Nothing there, and gives it up to Carter up top. Carter back down to Kinsella. Kinsella with the puck now will skate it up top. Kinsella looking for one of his teammates, finds Callion next to him. Callion down low to Lehrman. Lehrman off the half wall, can't find his teammate, and that'll go all the way back down. The Buffs will have to start over. So they got 35 seconds left on the power play. After the 4-on-4 was over. Started doing that offensive possession. They'll go in on the forecheck in the corner. Can't quite get it there, but it comes up top to Callion. Callion down to Carter, who gives it back to Callion. Over to Kinsella. Kinsella fires a shot, tipped by Lehrman, and score! Joe Kinsella was the one that fired the shot, but that was redirected by Max Lehrman, and the Buffaloes go up 2-1.
Yeah, it looked like actually that was Luke Carter on the deflection and off the rebound. That was really good in terms of being aware and being where he needs to be on the power play. That was really well done from Luke Carter.
We will get the announcement in mere seconds. I believe that was 19 that tipped it, but it could have easily been 14 as well. But the Buffaloes get a power play goal to go up 2-1 in this hockey game. So we're back to even strength here. Buffaloes tries to find Patava on the stretch pass. Can't quite get it, but he'll try to gather it in the corner. So it was Max Lehrman on the goal. Assisted from Joe Kinsella. Yeah, that was Lehrman that was just able to get his stick in a beautiful redirection on that goal. Buffaloes feed it up top to Adams, who gives it to Hull. Hull fires a shot off the shin guards of Joy. But Adams will gather it and send it around the boards. Goes all the way around to Hull, who tries to find someone, no one there, and the Sooners will flip it out. The Buffs have to start over. Here's Adams. Tries to find somebody, nobody home. The Buffs were on a line change. Adams didn't have many options. The Sooners now send it all the way down and go for a line change. A battle on the near side in the neutral zone here. Hull will dump it in the zone, and the Buffs will chase. Sooners get it out, but can't hold on to it. It goes back to the Sooners. Here's number 8, Josh Pusar with the puck. The Colorado native can't dangle around the CU defenseman, but the Sooners still have it. A little bit of a battle here on the near side, and the Buffs will flip it out. The Sooners have to go back and start over. Here's Bossy now with the puck. Gives it over to Lane. Lane tries to find his teammate, but he's not there. Now Del Casal will take it into the zone. Tries to fire a shot. It's too late. And the Buffs take over. They have numbers. Ryan McCall at court. Sullivan tries to find McAuliffe, but just can't get to him, and the Sooners will take it the other way. That's Cameron Brown with the puck. Can't dangle through Kinsella, and the Buffs take it. Kinsella now, not enough room. The Sooners take over. Try to find Cameron Brown, just misses him, and that will go all the way down for an icing.
There was a big, Oklahoma had a 4-on-2 chance coming into the zone a minute earlier, and then Buffs were able to regain possession of the puck and get a 2-on-1 chance. A couple of opportunities that were not quite executed well, but respectively, both Oklahoma and Colorado made some big plays with the sticks to keep it 2-1 in favor of the Buffs.
Yeah, both sides are giving up quite a few odd man rushes here in the second period. Something that the coaches will have to clean up. So McAuliffe got kicked out of the faceoff. That was Chris Doyle who took the faceoff and lost it, but the Buffs will still get it and dump it into the corner. Doyle is laid out in the middle of the ice. What wasn't even close to a puck, but there is no hand up on that one.
Surprised by that or actually they will. Looks like it is a delayed penalty. It looks like it is a cross check.
I'm not sure if that was blown down for a penalty. Yeah, I don't think it was blown down for a penalty. It'll just be a face-off. I'm not sure what the face-off was for. It looked like offsides.
Initially saw the hand up for a delayed penalty, but not the case.
So Luke White up against Luke Carter. The two Lukes, spelled a little bit differently, will go up against each other on the draw. Luke Carter wins it and will dump it in the zone for the Buffs. Jablin and Carter on the chase. Jablin's trying to battle for it in the corner. Gets it up to his D-man Kinsella. Kinsella fires a shot. And that's blocked by a Sooner, and the Sooners will take it the other way. The Sooners have numbers 3-on-2. O'Day tries to fire a shot, but a stick gets into his lane, and that will be covered up by Cerullo.
Once again, that was Luke White on the block. Once again, number 26 for Oklahoma. That's his second big block of the night. The first one coming on their penalty kill earlier in the first period, and now tonight.
Yeah, Buffs have a real goal to try to get their offense through to their defensemen tonight, and the Sooners just keep on blocking their shots. So Carter and White on the face-off. The Sooners win it. White will have it in the corner. White down to his teammate O'Day, who can't hold on to it. And it'll go to Kinsella, who will flip it out to Jablin. Here's Jablin on the near side. Jablin's got his teammate Lehrman, and Carter fires a shot and is blocked by another Sooner. Can't quite get through. Buffs had some numbers there. Now it's down to the corner to Jablin. Jablin trying to find one of his teammates. Dangles through, tries to get it to Lehrman, who can't find it. And then Carter fires a shot, and that one was saved by Babb, but it's up top, and the Buffs just can't hold it in. So Callion dumps it in the puck. Dumps it in the puck, excuse me. And the Sooners will start behind their net. Bossy with a beautiful pass to his teammate Ray Wilson. Just can't do enough with it. Flips a little soft backhander into Cerullo's chest.
Yeah, beautiful pass from their own end, and well received there, and just not quite able to get it past Cerullo, who himself is having a great night.
So 12:28 here left in the second period. It's David Mitchell out there to take the draw for the Buffaloes. He wins it, but the Sooners take over, fire a shot, and that will be glove saved by Cerullo. Cerullo had some traffic in front there and was just able to get his glove out and snag the puck out of midair. Sooners win the draw. We'll fire it off of Buffalo, and the Buffaloes will take over. Mitchell is tripped up, and the Buffaloes will be going on the power play here. Scott Joy, who tripped up David Mitchell, gave the Buffs a free 2 minutes. Be the third penalty by the Sooners, but the second power play for the Buffaloes, as the other one was a 4-on-4. So 12:05 left in the second period. Mitchell on the draw, wins it back to his D guy Adams. Matt Adams will start it, gives it over to Patava. Patava fires a shot, saved by Babb. And the Sooners get it and dump it all the way down, so the Buffs will have to start over. And that'll be Ben Hall who gathers the puck behind the net for the Buffs. Ben Hall skates it up. Tries to find Gregory, and it just misses him, and that'll go all the way down for an icing. Excuse me, I had to send out a tweet on the CU Buffs Hockey. I have to keep the people following along on Twitter updated. And now we are back. So Ben Hall skates it up, gives it up to Patava. Patava tries to dangle it through, no dice there, and it'll go all the way back. Buffs have to start over. 58 seconds left on the power play. First unit back out there for the Buffs. Here's Carter. Skate all the way behind the net, gives it up to his teammate Lehrman. Lehrman up top to Kinsella. Kinsella over to Callion, who fires a shot. And the Sooners stick gets in the way, but the Buffs will get in the corner. Jablin up to Kinsella. Kinsella over to Carter. and that will be covered up by Babb. So Carter had a great opportunity there in front of the net. Just couldn't get enough of it to put it home.
And for the first time, I had a little bit of a scuffle behind the net, something that you kind of really see in this college game, but good to see these kids let out their emotions on the rink.
Yeah, there was a lot of extracurricular activity, as my partner James likes to call it, yesterday. Not as much tonight. Two teams get along a little bit better than Central Oklahoma. So Lehrman on the face-off. Can't win it, but it goes in the corner, and Carter is able to get it and give it up to his D guy, Kinsella, who puts it all the way down, and the Buffs will battle for it in the corner. Buffs still battling. Big check on Jablin, and the puck goes all the way down. So just 9 seconds left on the power play. Buffs don't have too much time to get it back into the zone. Kinsella with a little bit of a spin move, but can't complete it. That's all right, though. Callian picks up the puck and tries to take it over the blue line. No one there, and Joy will chase it all the way in the corner in the Buffs zone. Joy with it. Tries to find Laura. Not there. Joy was just smothered by 3 Buffaloes. Couldn't find his teammate. Now it's Doyle on the far side. Doyle will have to battle for it in the corner. Still battling his teammate. McAuliffe has joined him. Now they're behind the net. Puck doesn't want to leave the boards. McAuliffe tries to take it out, wrap around. Nothing there, but a great idea by McAuliffe. The 2 Oklahoma defensemen were stuck behind the net. McAuliffe had his own lane, just couldn't put it in. Now the Sooners get a chance, but can't quite find the stick. Cerullo was a little bit lost there. It's a great opportunity by the Sooners. Buffs start on their own zone. That's Brett Robinson who gives it up to Chris Doyle. Over to Sullivan. Sullivan looking for his teammate McAuliffe, and it tips off. An Oklahoma defenseman just can't get to his stick.
This third line's looking pretty gassed right now for the Buffs. They might need a change soon.
And they will go for a change. We got the 4th line out there for the Buffaloes. Kyle Cagnani and Brendan Hansen. Here's Hansen. Hansen tries to dangle through defender. Can't do it, and the Sooners will start it back. That's Lazarek. Lazarek up to Lane. Lane can't quite get it, but tips it enough to chase it into the Buffs zone. The Buffs get it, and we'll try to bring it out. They get it out of the zone, but give it back up to the Sooners, who try to start it back in their own zone. Now it goes all the way back behind the net, where Alex McInnes will start it for the Sooners. McInnes up to Brown. Brown tries to dangle through a defenseman. Oh, excuse me, that was Beam. Nothing there. Now Hansen on a 3-on-2. Over to Cagnani. Cagnani with the shot. Saved by Babb. Buffs dump it in, and we'll go for a change. Matt Adams with the puck gives it over to his D partner, Ben Hull. Ben Hull up to Mitchell, and Mitchell will tip it into the zone, and the Buffs will chase. Kinsella now with the puck, trying to start things for the Buffs. Gives it up to Patava. Patava will take it into the zone. And that is blown dead for an offsides.
It's been a pretty back and forth battle this period in the neutral zone. Lots of attacks one way and attacks the other way that were broken up in possession in the neutral zone. And we'll see how that develops for the rest of the game and see who can really take possession of these crucial pucks.
Yeah, Drew, lots of neutral zone play during this game, which makes it very hard on the play-by-play guy. It's the zone I don't want the puck in. Reed Gregory with the puck gives it up to Patava. Patava puts it through his legs, and his hit right there, but the Buffs chase into their zone. Sooners now trying to break it out. And that's a big hit by Patava. That'll get the CU bench going, but it's all the way up, and it is sniped. Aaron snipes it over Cerulo's shoulder, and the Sooners have tied this one up all of a sudden.
Second goal for Lara. My goodness, was that, once again, another acrobatic goal that with his backhand up top shelf, man. That guy has a sniper of his own, and just like that, tie game here with 6 minutes in the second.
Yeah, 6:14 left here in the second. We got a 2-2 hockey game. It was a big hit in Oklahoma's zone, and they were able to get it out. And I think that hit might have just distracted the Buffs' defense just enough. And Lara takes it all the way and snipes. So 2-2 here.
Almost like they hit two birds with one stone. Big hit and a big goal.
Excuse me, I was back on the Twitter game. Missed the call there, so Lehrman fired a shot, and that was a nice save by Phil Babb.
Now back in the Oklahoma zone, trying to get it out of the zone, and they do. Recovered well back by Colorado. Back to Oklahoma in the neutral ice, down the ice. Buffs have possession back in the neutral, back in their zone. Great pass to number 13, Chris Doyle, down the ice. Now in the Oklahoma zone, trying to get possession. Not quite up to, puts a shot on net, no good. Well saved there from Phil Babb once again. And another great save from Babb. 2 saves and 1 possession there.
Babb has been playing really well tonight. Obviously, besides the 2 goals by the Buffs, but they were 2 goals that you really don't expect any goaltender to make that save. So he's been as advertised. Even though the Sooners have 3 goalies they really like, this seems like their best one. Ryan McAuliffe to take the draw up against Clayton Brown. McAuliffe wins it up top to Adams. Adams fires a shot just wide. But the Buffs keep it in. Hull puts it in deep. Sullivan's there in the corner. Sullivan gives it up to his teammate McAuliffe. McAuliffe with it in the corner. McAuliffe up to Adams. Adams fires a shot, and it's blocked by a Sooner. So here come the Sooners the other way. They can't quite gather the puck, and that'll go back to the Buffs. But the Buffs can't do it either. And so now we're just going back and forth in the neutral zone. Ben Hull will be the one that takes over. Tries to dangle through a Sooner, can't do it. And the Sooners will go the other way. Here's Cameron Brown now. Fires a shot right into Cerulo's glove. Cerulo will give it up to Adams. Adams off the glass. No one there. And the Sooners will chase it into their zone. Bossy fires a shot just wide. Buffs will try to get it out here. Adams fires one around the boards. That'll be waved off on the icing. Chris Doyle is there to chase Isaac Bossy. Now Tyler Lazarick up to Joy. Joy now with the puck. Over to Lazarick. Lazarick tries to fire a backhander through the middle. No one there. That'll go back to the Buffs. Here's Kinsella. Kinsella up to Brendan Hansen. They had a 3-on-2 there, but Brendan Hansen couldn't quite gather the puck, and that was blown down for offsides.
Yeah, 3-on-2 there, blown off sides. That could have been big right there.
Absolutely, and we saw that from Central Oklahoma a lot last night. They kept on getting offsides on their odd man rushes, something that will just drive your coach crazy. So Buffs lose the faceoff there to Luke White for the Sooners. Buffs take it into the zone, and there's a big hit from Silas Callian. That was Jeff O'Day who got laid out on center ice. Didn't take too much liking to that. Buffs battle for it in the corner. Kyle Cagnani. And then Cepeda tries to get it but can't. And Kinsella fires one through the middle. No one there. Hansen tries to fire a shot. That one's wide. And the Sooners take over. So the Buffs go in for a line change. That gives the Sooners some room. Try to get out of their zone. They do get out of the zone, but not too far. Where Patava and Mitchell are battling for it on the far side for the Buffs. Mitchell gives it up over to Kinsella, who gives it over to Callian, and Callian will take it into the zone for the Buffs. Mitchell now with it, gives it up to Patava, and that one's saved by Babb. 1:33 left in the second period. And it looks like the Buffs are going to go on the power play. I mean, number 27, Alex McInnes, is going in the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Sends Buffs on their third power play of the game.
Big moment, last minute 33 here. If I were the Buffs, I'd be looking for a quick goal right here to get some momentum into the intermission.
Yeah, it would be really nice to get a goal and have the lead going into the third period. But even if they don't, they'll still have 27 seconds left on the power play. So here's Mitchell, who wins the faceoff up to Hull. Hull fires a shot. It's saved and then flipped up with the stick by Babb.
I don't think I've ever seen a goaltender jump like that, almost ever, I think. His helmet came off on that jump.
It went off of Babb's chest. Then he had to flick it up with his stick because it was going to go right to a Buffalo. Flicked it up with his stick, went behind him. He had to dive with his glove, almost like a baseball player, and catch it.
Get him a gold glove, will ya?
Exactly. So the Buffs win the faceoff up to Hull. Hull over to Patava. Patava fires a shot. Adams was there but couldn't get a redirection on it, and the Sooners will ice it all the way down and make the Buffs start over. Ben Hull will take the puck back there for the Buffaloes. Ben Hull over to Adams. Adams still has it now on the near side. Adams will go all the way around the net and find his teammate Patava. Patava tries to go do the same thing but loses the puck, but that's okay. It goes up to Hull. Buffs will have to battle for the puck here behind the net. 32 seconds left in the second period. Ben Hull fires a shot. Went off a Sooner, but it made its way to the net, and now it will be blown dead. I believe the net was off.
One thing I do want to note about the condition of this ice, and we both pregame saw this ice is pretty dry, and the puck doesn't really glide as much as other rinks do. And also, if you see alongside the boards, there's lots of ice shavings, and we've seen pucks go down there and be really, and the puck gets really, and the puck will bump and bounce a lot.
Yeah, there were some holes last night's game, so as these guys go further in the weekend, I bet you even tomorrow will be even worse. So here's Kinsella, who loses the puck. Can't keep it in for the Buffs. Just 10 seconds left in the period. Jablin takes it, fires a shot right into the glove of Babb. So the clock didn't stop there. It should have stopped at about 5-6 seconds. It ends up stopping at 3.8, and they will add 3 seconds back onto the clock. So 6.8 seconds left in the second period. It was a little bit of a generous addition. I'd say it was like 2 seconds, but Buffs have 6.8 seconds to try to get a goal. Lehrman wins the faceoff over to Javelin. Javelin gives it up to Callian. Callian fires a shot. Carter's there. Can't squeak through Bab. Another great save by Bab. So that'll do it for the second period. Very similar to the first period. We're locked up here at 2. Shots have been about even until the ending there. Seems to be some interesting things going down on the ice. Cerullo wanted to go back into his net. Not sure about that one, but we will be back in about 15 minutes for the third period. We've got ourselves a hockey game. on to
Welcome back to the ice, your Colorado Buffalo!
We are back for the third period of action here at the CU Rec Center. Drew, overall thoughts of the first two periods?
Very much back and forth, lots of interesting play, neutral zone battles, lots of attacks, odd man rushes back and forth that could have resulted in goals, but we've seen some great defensive efforts, especially from Oklahoma's penalty kill and also CU's ability, and also Sorello and tending in between the pipes as well. So this will be very interesting as to who can push the forecheck early on and keep it going, because we've seen a lot of momentum shifts in this game.
Yeah, very much a back and forth game. CU established something later in that period when they had a couple power plays. They're on the power play now, 27 seconds left, and the puck is down. Carter wins it back to Kinsella. So shots were 20-15 after those two periods. It was 10-9 in the Buffalo's favor, 20-15 in Buffalo's favor. It was 10-9 in the Sooners' favor after the first period. So Buffs dominated the shot count during that second period. Here's Jablin now in the corner. Jablin skating with it, gives it down to Carter. Carter up top to Callian. Callian fires a shot. Look, Buffs looking for a rebound. Jablin scores! Jablin finds the puck in front of the net after a great shot by Silas Callian looking for a rebound there, and the Buffs were able to find it.
That's a quick start the Buffs needed, and what did I say? Who needed a big forecheck first? Colorado, and they executed on this strong forecheck. 2 goals now on this first line. Lerman got the second earlier in the game, and now Joblin to add to the first line tally for the Buffs. It's 3-2.
Yeah, Trace Jablin, the leading scorer for the Buffaloes. He's been a consistent scorer pretty much his entire CU career. Scored a goal last night and got the goal to give the Buffaloes a lead tonight. So power play goal, 19:30 in the period. Here are the Sooners trying to answer. It's number 39, Lara, over to Wilson, and that one was off the post.
Lara looking to strike again, and that was for a hat trick right there.
And that could have been him who just fired another shot off of Cerullo. Cerullo was able to gather that one. We'll have a face-off in the Buff zone. Mitchell up against Wilson on the face-off. Mitchell wins it over to Hull. Hull tries to flick it out. Can't find Mitchell. It goes back to Hull, and the Buffs will bring it out. Patava over to Gregory. Gregory tries to dangle through a defender and then just kicks it in the corner. That's where the Sooners will start with it. Sooners flick it up to Joy. Joy skating with the puck now. Fires a shot. Saved by Cerullo. The Sooners had numbers there, a little 2-on-1 after, I believe, Matt Adams went down on the defense and left Ben Hull just all alone.
Yeah, Oklahoma back down the forecheck, and CU's defense and their 2 defenders, whoever they'll have on the ice, are going to have a big task in their hands, along with Cerullo, because Lara is not just Oklahoma getting to tie this game up, but Lara looking for his 3rd goal of the night.
So the Sooners dump it in, and Jacoby's back there to get it for the Buffs. Jacoby trying to find Doyle, does find him, trying to work a little give and go. Jacoby's got it now, and they lose it in the neutral zone, and the Sooners will dump it in, but that was behind the red line, so that'll go all the way down for an icing. 18-13 left in the third period. We got a 3-2 hockey game, which means I'm going to take a quick break and tweet out that 3rd goal.
And Oklahoma wins the faceoff in their zone. Now to Beam. Beam trying to clear it out, but taken back by Robinson for the Buffs, and it will be covered up on a shot, on a little pass essentially to Babb, who covers up, and we will get a faceoff once again in the Oklahoma zone. It'll be to the right of Babb. Buffs are looking to extend their lead up currently up 3-2 here with 18:03 left here in the third period. Face-off won by the Sooners once again, and this time they're able to clear it out. Right down the ice they go and back into Colorado zone, and it will be waved up for icing, and we got to face off right back into the Oklahoma zone. Be the third straight face-off in the Oklahoma zone, and Oklahoma's won both of those face-offs so far in the Oklahoma zone. Colorado looking to win one and gain possession here, in which they do here, and they keep it onside for Kinsella, who gets a shot, and well blocked there by the Sooner, number 18, Clayton Brown. And now the Sooners come back up the ice, and it'll be a line change here for the Sooners. Kinsella trying to get it out of the zone. Volo trying to get the puck there, but it's now cleared back out, and Colorado will have the line change of their own.
And now you're hearing the voice of Chase Howell as Luke White brings it in the zone for the Sooners, gives it up to Matt Adams, who will clear it out for the Buffs. And the Sooners dump it back in, and Matt Adams will have to start over behind his own goal. Hard forecheck by the Sooners. The Buffs still have it. Trying to get out of the forecheck, just can't handle it, and now the Sooners have it up top. Here's Giamoa. Giamoa fires a shot which went off of Cerullo, and they're going to call a crease violation here. And the faceoff will stay in the zone because both players were in the crease.
No shades of 1999 that time, if you know what I'm talking about.
I wonder how many people know that reference, Drew. So the Sooners win it up to McInnes. McInnes fires a shot, saved by Cerullo. That's Carter with it now, trying to get it out, flicks it off the boards. Not enough juice on that one, and the Sooners get it back. Pusar fires a shot, saved by Cerullo. Giamona up top, sends it deep. And that's where the Sooners will lose it, and the Buffs will gather in and try to bring it out. Here's Matt Adams now on the far side. Gives it over. Javelin on the breakaway. Daigle. Shot. Oh, and just over the net. Trace Javelin with a fantastic opportunity. Matt Adams fires a shot, and that one's saved by Babb. So two fantastic opportunities for the Buffaloes there.
Yeah, Javelin had a great breakaway opportunity. He was well positioned for the pass. He was just able to keep his body onside. And my goodness, once again, Babb with another breakaway save. Gorgeous save.
Bill Babb has had an outstanding game tonight, even though he has given up 3 goals. Made some incredible saves. That was a great pass by Matt Adams to find Trace Javelin on the breakaway there. So Mitchell up against Pusar on the faceoff. Pusar wins it for the Sooners. Sooners try to get it out. Can't. That's Jacobi that keeps it in. And then Podzava fires a shot and saved by Babb. Now Volo with the puck for the Sooners. Goes all the way around the boards to Lara. Lara can't quite put it where he wanted to, which was deep, and the Buffs will take it. Here's Gregory, who takes it over the blue line and loses the puck in the corner. That'll go back to the Sooners. And now Lara with the puck. Lara gives it up to Wilson. Wilson now with the tries to find someone in front. Nobody there. It goes up top. Lara with the shot. Blocked by Callion. Goes all the way around to Lazarick. And Lazarick will dump it in, and the Sooners will try to get in on the forecheck. Some battles in the corner. Buffs will win it. And here comes Jacobi. Jacobi dumps it in the zone, and the Buffs will go for a change. So Sullivan chasing for the Buffs now. And a huge hit by Lara on Chris Doyle. Borderline boarding, but it did look pretty clean to me. The Buffs have it in the Sooners zone. Ref's hand goes up. We're going to have a delayed penalty on the Buffs. This one's going to go up against Joe Kinsella, I believe. And oh, no. my back, Connor Sullivan. It'll be 2 minutes for what looked like interference. Matt Adams will have some discussions there with official Seth Mukai.
Big opportunity now for the Sooners to level things up. Power play that's going to be crucial here.
Got 14:22 left in the third period. Plenty of time for the Sooners to even it up, but Drew is right. This would be a great time to do it. Lazarick with the puck up top. Lazarick down to Brown. Brown loses it in the corner, and the Buffs will dump it all the way down. So the Sooners have to start over. Here's Volo. Volo with the puck. He's going to try to do it himself. Tries to go around Javelin and will now have to battle for it in the corner. Sooners win it. Give it up top. He fires a shot saved by Cerullo. Luke, number 26, Luke White with the shot. Lazarick up to Volo. Volo over to Brown. Gives it up to White. White in the corner. Gives it down to Brown. That's Clayton Brown with the puck, number 18. Loses it, and the Buffs will dump it all the way down. So 57 seconds left on the power play for the Sooners. Couple of... That's Bossie with the puck. Bossie dumps it in. Falls in the corner, but the Sooners have it. There's Lara down to Brown. Brown over to Wilson, fires a shot, saved by Cerullo. There's some traffic in front, but the puck ended up in the corner, which will bail the Buffs out for now. Number 20, Ben Jacobi, battling for the puck there, doesn't have a stick. So the Buffs are down to 3.5 guys with one of their guys not having a stick. And they'll get it out of the zone. So the Sooners start on their own blue line. Bossie up to Lara. Lara with the puck now. Full strength, 2-on-1. Mitchell fires a shot, and that's saved by Babb. Now the Buffs will send it deep and try to get it on the forecheck. Here's Bossie for the Sooners. Bossie up to Beam. Here comes Beam down the near side. Beam gives it up to White. White can't grab it. Now go back to the Buffs. And here go the Buffs the other way. Sullivan. We'll just dump it deep and try to have his teammates get it. They can't get it. And here's number 27, Alex McInnes. Gives up to his teammate Beam, and Beam will take it on the far side. Beam on the backhand. Tries to find a teammate in front. Nobody there. Now O'Day for the Sooners. O'Day is hit hard by Callian. And then McInnes fires a shot and over the net. Pace has really picked up for this third period. Both teams know what's at stake here. Out of the zone for the moment, and the Buffs will try to regroup. Over to Doyle, who dumps it in. The Buffs will go for a change. Third line now out there for the Buffs. Fourth line out there for the Buffs. That's my bad. Cagnati, Hansen, and Cepeda. Adams fires a shot into the chest. Rebound. Hansen was there, but couldn't quite get the puck, and the Buffs go, and the Sooners go the other way for a 3-on-3. They lose it down the hole. Who gives it up to Cagnani? Here comes Cagnani. Fires a shot, saved by Babb. Another shot, saved by Babb. Rebound, save, and that'll be covered up by Phil Babb.
Yeah, Phil Babb once again making was like 4 consecutive great saves there to keep his team in the game. But I did want to touch on a moment earlier, about 2 minutes earlier, when Connor Sullivan came right out of the penalty box and onto a 2-on-1 odd man rush. That was another great opportunity for them, and great timing when those instances of players coming out of the penalty box joining right on the counterattack. They just weren't able to get it done right there.
So Lehrman won the faceoff for the Buffs, but it came all the way back out, and the Buffs had to send it deep. So here come the Sooners. Joy, Wilson, Lara out there for the Sooners, along with Lazarek, who's the man offsides on that play, and we will get a stoppage in play with 9:50 left in the third period. 3-2 hockey game. Luke Carter will take the draw for the Buffs out there with Max Lehrman, Trace Jablin. Luke Carter wins it back to Robinson. Robinson over to Jacoby. Jacoby will try to carry it out. He loses it right on the blue line, but the Buffs do get it out. The Sooners will come back in. Here's Joy. Dangles around Robinson. Now he's going to go behind the net, and Robinson is still on him. Robinson will battle with him in the corner. Now go to Jacoby, who will try to get it out. Jacoby turns it over to Lara. Lara with the puck. And shot goes over the net, but the Sooners still have it. And now the Buffs will go the other way. Here's Lehrman. Lehrman up to Jacoby. Back over to Lehrman, fires a shot. Saved by Babb. Nice 3-on-2 rush for the Buffs there. Here's Jablin. Tries to find Lehrman, but can't quite find his stick. We'll go all the way out of the zone. Callion will start over for the Buffs. Here's Callion now, who finds his teammate Lehrman. Finds Jablin. Jablin will take it over the blue line. Jablin on the far side gets drilled by Lazarek, and the Sooners will take it the other way. Here's Lazarek. He just flips it up to beam, can't quite catch it, and it'll go all the way down in the Buff zone. Buffs try to clear, can't quite do it. That's number 11, Cameron Brown, on the far side for the Sooners. Lazarek gets it deep, and the Buffs will clear. McInnes tries to find one of his teammates, but that will go all the way down for an icing, so the Buffs will have a face-off in the Sooners zone here with 8:07 left in the third period. Ryan McAuliffe, Connor Sullivan, and Chris Doyle out there for the Buffaloes. Silas Callion and Joe Kinsella on D. McAuliffe can't win it, but it does go to Kinsella, who will get it deep. The Sooners will have to start from way back. They flip it off the glass all the way down to Kinsella.
Oklahoma's got their, now they're just shifting off. I was about to mention that they had their first line on the ice. Now it looks like they'll go to their second.
Playing some matchups here. Kinsella starts it behind the net. Can't quite find his teammate, Chris Doyle. Now does. Chris Doyle out of the zone, but gives it up to Sooners in the neutral zone. Here's O'Day, fires a shot right into the glove. Jake Cerullo. Jake Cerullo has also had a pretty good game tonight. Been solid for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, despite the amount of goals in this game, you look at the score 3-2, and you think not a particularly good game for the goaltenders, but we've seen some incredible and key saves from both Phil Babb and Cerullo.
And we have seen much more high-scoring games, so we're right there in the middle, just not what you expect in a big-time goaltending matchup. Buffs have it in the Sooners zone. And go all the way up top to Adams, who sends it in the corner. Now Jablin tries to get in the corner, can't, and the Sooners will go the other way. Luke White dumps it all the way in, right on Cerullo's chest. The Sooners will have a face-off in the Buff zone. 7:06 left here in the third period. 3-2 hockey game.
And look who's back in the ice. It is none other than Aaron Lara, who is looking to get his hat trick and get this game level. So keep an eye on him.
Yeah, he's definitely been the best player for the Sooners tonight. Maybe even the best player on the ice. Adams gets it deep for the Buffs, and the Buffs will chase. Jablin's there behind the net. He's bodied up. Can't quite get it, but Carter's got it now in the corner. Carter tries to spin off of a man, gives it up to Lehrman. Lehrman It's pushed down by a Sooner. Lehrman trying to get it to his D-guy hole. Hole fires a shot off the crossbar. That was a great shot by Hole. He didn't even have to wind up or anything. Just used his arm muscles and fired it off the crossbar.
Yeah, a whole shot, man. That was almost, I would say, right on the corner, too. That might have been crossbar and post at the same time, right at the upper 90, on the upper 90 off the post, as we would say in soccer.
Just a few inches from going to the back of the net. Kinsella now with a shot off of Bab's pad. Number 27, McInnes tries to get it out. It comes right back to him. Now 23, Joe Volo will take the puck. He is crushed by two Buffs defenders. Joe Kinsella and Silas Callion were both in on that check. The puck goes out of the zone. Man, did he get crushed.
Yeah, Kinsella and the other made a really good trap and a really big hit. Dead straight on. Really clean hit, by the way. That's a textbook clean hit in hockey. And it looks like we'll have a face-off outside the zone, too.
Yeah, Clayton Brown up against Brendan Hansen for the Buffaloes. I don't think Coach Ballard loves this matchup. This is Sooners' first line up against the Buffs' fourth line. But he's going to hope his guys get it done here. And they do. They get it out of the zone. Here they come the other way. Here's Cagnani on the near side. Cagnani whacks the Sooners' stick out of his hand. Hansen will get it. Hansen in the corner gets knocked down. Cepeda can't do much with it, and the Sooners will take it the other way. Here's Beam. Beam tries to go around Robinson, can't, and then Bossi tries to go around Robinson and can't. So the big Mitchell Robinson, Brett Robinson, will remind you a lot of Sam Gerard out there. Stone Cold's two Sooners forwards. Robinson with the puck behind the net. Gives it up to Patava. Patava over to Gregory. Gregory now will dump it in and go chase. Patava gets it, tries to fire one off, goes off a Sooner, comes out of the zone. Now Adams has it for the Buffaloes. Fires a slap shot right into the glove of Phil Babb, and Babb will hold on to it there with 4:44 left in the third period. So 3-2 hockey game. It's been a close game all the way through. Nobody's had more than a one-goal lead here. Just back and forth hockey. Robinson versus Brown on the faceoff. And Brown wins it. The Sooners will try to get it out. Here comes Lara. Oh, excuse me. That was Joy on the faceoff. Wilson wraps it around, tries to find it, and Cerullo stuffs him. Cerullo does not have a blocker or a stick, and stuffed him.
My goodness, Cerullo, once again, spreading himself out wide. That's the third time today we've seen him make acrobatic moves like that tonight. His blocker came right off. It looks like he lost his stick in the process of making that save as well. My goodness.
Yeah, I believe he made that save without a blocker or a stick. They had to blow it dead afterwards once the refs realized. So face-off in the Buffalo zone. It's Ryan McAuliffe to take the draw for the Buffs. Up against Ray Wilson for the Sooners. Wilson wins it over to Joy, who fires a shot saved by Cerullo. Goes all the Sooners. They can't quite find their guy, so we're going to have a little bit of a battle in the neutral zone. Goes all the way back in the Buff zone. Buffs try to flick it out, can't. Here comes the Sooners, who will dump it all the way down into the Buff zone and get a line change. So Ben Hall brings it out for the Buffs with some room, gives it up to Chris Doyle. And Chris Doyle fires it down. Chris Doyle sent that one just short of the red line and went all the way down for an icing. It's about 2 feet short there, Drew. Another one that will just kind of drive your coach crazy, the little things. All he needed to do was take 2 more steps there, and it's not an icing. And now the Buffs have a face-off in their own zone. 3-2 hockey game, 3:41 left in the third. Here's McAuliffe on the draw up against White. McAuliffe wins it, and the Buffs will get it out of the zone. O'Day turns it over for the Sooners, and Doyle fires a shot, and that'll be held on to by Phil Babb. Doyle was just trying to dump the puck. Phil Babb said, I'll slow things down here.
This period's been fairly equal in terms of face-offs in each zone, so we'll see who capitalizes on these.
Yeah, Max Lerman wins the draw for the Buffaloes there, and he'll have it in the corner. Up to Carter. Carter goes to the middle, fires a shot, and is blocked by Bossy. The Sooners will get it out of the zone. Here come the Sooners the other way. Luke White dumps it in. The Sooners can't get it. The Buffs take it out. Here's Kinsella now. Gives it up to Lerman, and they're just offside. Oklahoma had a little bit of an on-man rush there. Couldn't do much with it. Great defense by the Buffaloes. Carter versus Brown on the face-off. Both first lines out there for each team. All the way back where Callion will get it and send it over to his deep partner, Kinsella. Kinsella tries to find Carter. Can't. Turnover. Beam shot! Score! That was just a bad turnover by the Buffaloes. Right in the middle of the ice, right where you don't want it.
Yeah, incredibly bad turnover. Curly bad mistake to give the puck up like that in your own zone. But I got to tell you, big credit to Michael Beam on the goal there. Absolute snipe shot. And Cirillo simply had no chance. That puck was way too fast. And we got a tie game with 2:42 left.
Yeah, beautiful shot there by Beam. So 3-3, 2:42 left. Like I said, after the second period, we have ourselves a hockey game, folks. Sooners dump it deep, and that's where Jacoby will take it. Sooners go in for the change. Buffs got a ton of room. They try to get it up to Mitchell, but just can't find him. Buffs will chase. Buffs keep it in the zone down to Gregory, who sends it down to Mitchell on the forecheck. They'll battle for it in the corner. Gregory and Mitchell there for the Buffs. Up to Jacoby. Jacoby down to Patava. He sends it down to Gregory. Back to Patava. Patava with it now. Tried to fend off a Sooner in the corner and loses it. Here come the Sooners the other way with the little dangle. Shot, and it's just wide. Scott Joy with the dangle there, but just can't find the net. Here's Bossy now trying to dangle through as well. Can't. Buffs will take over and ring it around the boards. All the way out of the zone, but here come the Sooners again. They're just offsides.
Huge energy boost for the Sooners right after that goal. You can just see 30 seconds after the goal, lots of efforts to the puck from solo individuals. Lots of 50-50 pucks that were just easily won by Oklahoma, and it looks like the Buffs would just look dejected after conceding that, and they got to get their act together.
So there'll be a face-off outside of the zone here with 1:25 left in the third. First line out there for the Buffaloes, Carter, Jablin, and Lehrman. Here comes Jablin. Jablin tries to dump it in the zone, but that's blocked by Bossy, who sends it up to his teammate. And then go back to the Buffs, and the Buffs will start over. Here's Lehrman now off the glass to Carter. Carter will send it deep. Here goes Carter on the chase. Onto the opposite side, Jablin tries to get it there. And it's sent all the way back. We got 1 minute left in the hockey game. Well, in the regulation of the hockey game, 3-3 game. Ben Hull now over to Adams. Adams tees up a shot. It's blocked by Bossy. Here come the Sooners the other way. Volo now for the Sooners fires a shot just over the net. Now the Buffs. Here comes Ben Hull. Lehrman gets just a little bit of a head start. And that is blown down for offside, so 27.1 seconds left in the third period. Ryan McAuliffe to take the draw. And McAuliffe tries to go forward and wins it. Got caught up in the ref's skates, but he is able to send it all the way deep. Here's Christopher Doyle now. Taken by Lazarick. Here comes Lazarick the other way. Lazarick will get it deep and chase for the Sooners. Lazarick on Callion. The Buffs win it for the moment, but it's back into the corner. And that'll do it for regulation. So a 3-3 hockey game. We've been saying it this whole entire game, back and forth the entire time.
Man, I tell you what, clutch play from Oklahoma down the stretch in these last 4 minutes. They were able to provide a lot of energy in the before and after the goal. And I tell you what, we got some free hockey, and this one is not dying down in terms of excitement.
Nobody's going to complain about free hockey, I can tell you that, Drew. So I believe we'll have 5 minutes of overtime and then a shootout. If I remember that correctly from the previous seasons. Oh, we're about to find out here soon. We're taking a short 1.5-minute break here, and we will catch you on the other side of the action.
You get a commercial break.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds like I don't want to sit here with the mic on.
39 Warriors in the preseason over the Kings, 39-15.
They have to have called that at halftime?
No, at the first quarter.
Gotcha. They scored 40 points in the first.
Yeah. And Timo just scored 1-0 on the Kings. Playing 2 Kings tonight. Timo's better than people think. Timo Meyer is a heck of a player.
No, I thought he was good as a prospect. So we are back here for some overtime action. We will have 3-on-3 hockey, just like the NHL, for 5 minutes, and then we will have a shootout if it remains tied. Buffs win the draw. Jablin, Lehrman, and Kinsella out there for the Buffs. Bossy, Lazarick, and Clayton Brown out there for the Sooners. Here's Jablin now, who will bring it over the blue line for the Buffs. Dances around a little bit, cuts to the middle, looking for a shooting lane, gives it up to Kinsella. Tries to go back to Jablin. That's stolen by the Sooners. Here come the Sooners the other way. Bossy tries to dangle through Lehrman, and he is thrown down. But the Sooners still have it. They give it up to Brown. Brown tries to go back to Lazarick, a little give and go. Can't get him, and they'll go all the way back down. So Jablin changes. David Mitchell out there now for the Buffaloes, and both the other Buffs will change as well. Sooners send a big stretch pass during that change, and it is Michael Beam with the puck now for the Sooners. And here comes Patava the other way. Patava on a breakaway. Shot! Oh, just over the crossbar. Patava with a great opportunity to win this hockey game. Callion shot, and that one is gloved by Phil Babb.
This is the beauty of 3-on-3 hockey in overtime. You can get breakaways just like that to possibly end it at any second. And I tell you, a nice rebound and a good shot there by number 15 there for Colorado.
Yeah, you really never know, because that looked like it was going to be an odd man rush for the Sooners, and all of a sudden it was a breakaway for the Buffs, and that's just the beauty of 3-on-3. So Buffs win it. Patava, Mitchell, Callion out there for the Buffs. Lara, Beam, and Volo out there. Patava with a shot, kick save by Babb. No battle for it in the corner. Callion and Carter there for the Buffs. Carter wins it out of the corner. Carter trying to find one of his teammates, gives it up to Ben Hole up top. Ben Hole looking for a shooting lane, fires a shot. Blocker saved by Babb. Carter there for the rebound over the net. Carter now, behind the net. Trying to find one of his teammates. Got Cagnani and Ben Hull out there with him. Hull now. Fires a shot. Oh, off the post. Sure, you guys could hear that one at home, and the goalie is missing his glove, and they have to blow that one dead. So we'll have a face-off inside the zone.
Right off the pipe there. Great shot there. That was Hull, right?
Yeah.
That great shot by Hull off the right post. If he just, snuck it in just a couple inches in, might have had a chance, but tell you what, electrifying first 2 minutes of this overtime period.
Yeah, we got 2:56 left in overtime. Still 3-on-3. Ryan McAuliffe to take the draw for the Buffs. He's out there with Chris Doyle and Matt Adams. Here's Cameron Brown now for the Sooners. Cameron Brown takes it. Tries to find Wilson. Hits his stick, but he is hooked by Chris Doyle. Can't quite get all of it. And the Sooners will have a man advantage here in overtime. It'll go to 4-on-3. So 2:40 left. That gives the Sooners a full 2 minutes for a power play.
Worst time to commit a penalty of this sort. 2:40 left in overtime. You have only 3 men on the ice. Might hurt. This might hurt the Buffs if they were to lose this game here in overtime via being on the penalty kill.
In all fairness, Ray Wilson was pretty much open on the back door. Had Chris Doyle not been there, that was probably a pretty easy goal. I'd say maybe a 60-40 chance of going to the back of the net. So he was trying to stop a goal there, but good call by the refs. And the Sooners called timeout here. So let's see who the Buffs want to send out there on the kill. It's Callian, Kinsella, and Javelin. So they'll go with 2 defensemen and a forward. While the Sooners have Laura, Bossy, Joy, and what looks like Lazarick on the far side. No, actually, I think that's Michael Bean on the far side for the Sooners. Kinsella, Buffs win it, and Kinsella rings it all the way down. So the Sooners will have to take it all the way back and start from behind their own goal. Here's Bossy now with the puck. Bossy will take it all the way down. Fires a shot. Cerullo was there. Cerullo didn't know where the puck was, but did make the save. He had his post completely covered. Just didn't know where the puck ended up. Sooners with the puck. It's Bossy. Bossy over to Lara. Lara up top to Joy. Joy fires a shot, and it's saved by Cerullo. The Buffs clear. So the Sooners will have to start again. They got 1:05 left on the power play, 1:43 left in overtime. Here's Lazarick now with the puck. Lazarick again. Trying to find a lane. Didn't have it. And they'll start again up top. Lazarick now. Over to Wilson. Wilson over to Joy. Joy can't find any of his teammates. We'll dump it down low to Beam. Beam tries to find Lazarick, and it goes out of the zone. So a little bit of a gift to the Buffaloes there.
Not been the cleanest of power play shifts here for Oklahoma. They need to tighten things up that they want to execute.
They got a 4-on-3 here, so they got a lot of ice to do what they want, but just aren't finding the lanes right now. That'll be another dump by the Buffs. So it's 15 seconds left on the power play. Here's Kinsella now on a 2-on-1. Gives it over to Patava, and it's over the net. Patava with the great opportunity there.
And Bab was lying down flat. Kinsella, if he not have put that much power on it, might have snuck right over Bab.
The Buffs are back to full strength, so we'll have 4-on-4 hockey here until a whistle. Clayton Brown tries to send it around his brother, not there. And the Buffs will start all the way in their zone. Here comes David Mitchell with the puck. They got a 3-on-2. Up to Adams. Adams fires a shot right into the gut of Phil Babb. Ooh. So the first time that the Buffaloes had a rush since that penalty, aren't able to capitalize. 16.2 seconds left in overtime.
Yeah, I will say once again, Bab was a bit fortunate to not have Kinsella's shot go right over the bar because he was not covering the top half of the goal. So bit of a break for Bab, but exceptionally well done, especially with saves like that were easy but still in crunch time.
Jablin, Mitchell, and Hull out there for the Buffs. And the Sooners win it and send it all the way down. Hull will have to start over in his own zone. Here comes Hull. Hull up the middle, tries to dangle through, and now he has it in the corner. Sends it up top, and that's where Bab will cover it with 0.7 seconds left on the clock. You can't do much with that amount of time.
Essentially, to win, Colorado needs to just win the face-off and hit a one-time slap shot if it's fast enough to get just across the line.
That's about all you have here, or just the centerman tries to shoot it right off the face-off, which they're going to do, but doesn't get through, and we will have a shootout. No, but they're on the ranking for them. So we will have a 3-man shootout, I believe. To try to find a winner here. So the Sooners still haven't lost in regulation. Their one loss was to Alabama in a shootout, actually. And they will keep that streak alive tonight, whether they win this shootout or not.
You know, it'll be interesting to see is the approach that both teams will take in shootouts. Some teams really like to take their time with the puck and find an angle of theirs, and some like to really go quick and affirmative at the goaltender. So we'll see what kind of approaches the Sooners and the Buffs take here.
So the Sooners will go first. This is Clayton Brown for the Sooners. On CU's goaltender, Jake Cerullo. Here's Clayton Brown staring down Cerullo. The refs talk it over with Cerullo. And here comes Brown with the puck. Brown down the left side, fakes a shot, backhand forehand, and it's gloved by Cerullo. Great save.
That is one incredible glove save. And we've seen him make some saves on the breakaway tonight, but my goodness, that was one of his best saves tonight. Just a nice glove movement, cleanly got the puck.
So now Nathaniel Cepeda will try to get a lead for the Buffs here in the shootout. Here comes Cepeda down the left side, slows it down a little bit, fakes a shot, and then goes over the top, and it's saved by Phil Babb. So he tried to just go with the quick shot over the glove. Wasn't there. And neither team will score on their first try. So here's number 39, Aaron Lara, down the right side to the backhand, and he can't quite get it. He had enough room there, just couldn't get it on his stick.
We saw him make a great backhand goal tonight, but he just couldn't quite lift that one above the pads of Cerullo. So credits to Cerullo on that kick save.
Now Kyle Cagnani will go for the Buffaloes. So here comes Cagnani down the right side. Tries to go to the forehand, and it's a nice save by Phil Babb. He tried to do the move where you dance around the puck instead of stick handling the puck. Didn't fool Babb at all. Great save by Babb. Neither team scores on their first try. So now it's number 16, Michael Beam for the Sooners. Down the left side, goes to the backhand flip and just misses the net. So 0 for 3 for the Sooners. And now Ben Hull will try for what I believe will be the winner.
Tell you, both goaltenders in the shootout have held their angles really well, coming out and staying true to their angles and their plan.
So here comes Hull on his forehand. On the right side, tries to move it to the backhand quickly, and it's saved by Phil Babb. He had the room there on the backhand. I think he shot it a little bit too quickly, and Babb was able to get it with his blocker. So neither team scores in their first 3 tries here. And we'll see Wilson here for the Sooners. Wilson fires a shot, 5-hole score. Just the quick 5-hole shot.
That's one place where Cerullo hasn't been beaten all night until now. Great shot by Wilson right through the 5-hole. Cerullo not able to save that one.
So Raymond Wilson gives the Sooners the lead with a la the Troy Terry 5-hole shot. Here comes Jablin down the right side. Jablin tries to dangle, goes back to the forehand off the post. And that'll do it for tonight. So the Buffaloes lose after going off the post to try to extend the shootout. Just a good, hard-fought game by both teams.
Yeah, goodness, man. Jablin just tried to go to his right and just clip the post. Not enough follow through on that, but well-fought hockey game in general. The Buffs should hold their heads up high. It is 1 point after all for them, so they should hold their heads up high despite this overtime loss, but incredible game tonight.
Yeah, we want to thank you all for viewing tonight, and we will see you tomorrow. So for all of us at Buff Sports Live, thank you very much.